Time for my 131st John Carpenter game. Wants to be a Millionaire. The UK for my picture edition for the DVD.
Select either the adult or junior questions here. Okay, you've chosen to answer the adult questions. There are 15 of them between you and £1 million. Let's get you up to the first milestone as quickly as possible. Here is the first question for £100.
Which of these vegetables can make you cry? Cabbage, onion, carrot, beetroot. That'd be an onion.
A correct answer to kick off with. Well done. Take a look at question 2. It's for 200 quid.
Okay. What nickname was given to the music hall comedian Max Miller? Rascally Rogue, Cheapy Chappy, Loopy Laddie, Mischievous Maid. That'd be the Cheapy Chappy. It'd be Cheeky Chap. I don't know why I sound like Cheapy Chacky. I don't know why I said that.
Next question is worth £300.
Okay. The Norfolk Moors National Park is a coastline on which body of water? Bristol Channel, Irish Sea, the Solent, North Sea. That'd be the North Sea.
Well done, you are right. Okay, the next question is for 500 quid. Take a look.
Which of these Latin phrases means let the buyer beware? Per capita, in media res, doi machina, cavidem tor. David Cavidem tor. Question from the US first edition PC game, which came out in '99. I think it was the other way around actually. What does cavidem tor mean? Which is let the buyer beware.
You are one question away from your first milestone. Get this right, and you'll be guaranteed £1,000.
Okay. Kat, Zoe, and Charlie are members of which EastEnders family? Fowler, Butcher, Slater, Mitchell. That'd be Slater.
That's good. It's the right answer. Right, you're guaranteed a check for £1,000. But I don't want to give you that just yet. Let's shake things up a bit now by introducing a few pictures into the questions. Brand new experience for this special Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, you might as well play the next question. It's worth 2,000 quid.
Okay.
Rossini's final opera tells the story of which character? Robin Hood, William Tell, King Arthur.
That'd be William Tell.
You've just won £2,000. You're up to question 7. It's worth £4,000. You don't have to play it,
Okay.
but here it comes. Who are the Beatles meeting here? Harold Wilson, Hugh Gateskill, Reg Prentice, and
Harold Wilson. Week in politics is long.
Very well done.
Yeah, they use that image in the Australian version about which prime minister the Beatles talked to. Which that one is also Harold Wilson.
The next question is worth £8,000, but you will drop 3,000 if you get it wrong. Here it comes. King's Oak was the setting for which television series? Brookside, Crossroads, El Dorado, Emergency.
That'd be a Crossroads.
It's the right answer, and it's just taken you up to £8,000. You're starting to play for some serious money now. This question is worth £16,000, but get it wrong and you'll lose 7,000. Here it comes.
Okay.
From which film is this a still photograph? Priest, Trainspotting, Riff Raff.
That'd be the full Monty. Actually, you can see Robert Carl on the far left, actually. So.
Okay, this is where you can guarantee yourself £32,000. Of course, if you get it wrong, you'll drop back to 1,000. Take as long as you need. Here comes the question.
Okay.
Which song by this man's former band reached the UK #1 spot in 1978? Rat Trap, She's So Modern, Banana Republic.
That'd be a Rat Trap by the Boomtown Rats. And yeah, they replaced, I believe it was You're One to Want by John Travolta, Living in John, which was the previous #1 song prior to Rat Trap by the Boomtown Rats.
Fantastic. I can now write you out a check for £32,000. It's picture questions all the way now. You might as well have a go at question number 11 for £64,000. Here it comes. Which actress memorably wades into this fountain in Fellini's film La Dolce Vita? Sophia Loren, Anita Ekberg, Brigitte Bardot, Jane Mansfield.
Anita Ekberg. Yeah, if you use this for one, you can guess actually. It's very windy outside actually, so.
This question is worth £125,000. There is no time limit. Here it comes. This person starred in and directed which of the following films? Hang 'em High, City Heat, Space Cowboys.
That'd be the Space Cowboys, which was Clint Eastwood starred in, also directed. He only directed, he directed Mystic River, so.
But it's just won you £125,000. Right, you've done brilliantly to get this far. The next question is number 13 out of 15, and it's worth £250,000. We're talking about some huge sums of money here. So make sure you take your time and think carefully before you answer.
Okay.
At the 1997 Masters in Augusta, how many strokes did this player finish ahead of the rest of the field? 6, 9, 12, 15.
Tiger finished the NICE Masters at -18, which was 12 strokes ahead of
Right answer. You are playing
Tom Kite, which actually Kite's the best ever finished the Masters, so.
Okay, you are now just 2 questions away from becoming a virtual millionaire. If you get this wrong, you will drop all the way back to 32,000. You're playing for serious amounts of money, so be very, very careful. Here comes question number 14.
Okay.
Prior to appearing in Brookside, this actress briefly played Poppy Bruce in which other soap? Emmerdale, Coronation Street,
It'd be
EastEnders.
Anna Friel played Poppy Bruce on Emmerdale.
Well done.
See,
It's the
as for
correct
this
answer.
one, back to 1 in 17 odds. I'll say for this one, it's a picture and the answer, so it'd be King Abdullah, Saudi Arabia.
Well, congratulations. You have played a magnificent game so far. 14 questions correct. So, just one more to win £1 million. Now, I've got to remind you that if you get it wrong, you would drop a mammoth £468,000. Hardly bears thinking about. So here we go. The very, very best of luck. In which country are these vehicles traditionally known as tuk-tuks? Cambodia, Thailand, South Korea.
My first ever John Carpenter game I had is the exact same question. Yeah. I think the first game is still the longest DD game I've had so far. Not counting multiplayer games, that almost, I think it's about 14 minutes actually, and it's been about a good chunk of that in the last 2 questions specifically. So.
Congratulations, you are a virtual millionaire. You played a magnificent game. You answered all 15 questions correctly. Well done. Not only have you won a virtual £1 million, you've also got the chance to win an incredible prize, a millionaire-style luxury holiday for you and your family. All of the instructions are on the screen. It really couldn't be simpler.
I just can't help myself. Very well done. And thanks for playing the Family Picture Edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I just cannot help myself when I play this game to copy Chris Tarrant's closing scene. I don't do it off of video. I don't think I've ever done the Australian Family Picture Edition game because it requires just so monotone that one. So. That being said, thanks for watching.